Hi, I'm Sandhya Michu from Express Computer. Today we are here at the exclusive CIO Roundtable organized by Express Computer in partnership with INREAP and Atlassian. Joining me is Mr. Carl Patrao, Regional Channel Lead of Atlassian. So let's understand from him how Atlassian is becoming a very important player in the ITSM or ESM space, and how the company is, helping the CIO community in their ITSM journey. So thank you so much, Mr. Carl, for talking to us. So take us through, what has been the overall landscape of ITSM, which is, in India, and how you see the adoption of ITSM in various, be it, in different verticals or segments.
So I think ITSM has come a long way from where it was to where it used to be. The front runners or the people who were doing the first was always IT companies, because they were doing it for the customers in the States or in Europe, and then they started putting those practices into place here. Right. IT, then they said, let's do a framework that makes sense. And that's how ITIL1 came out. And that was more focused on get everything in the right place. And ITIL2 came out with saying, let's get more specific about what we're doing in ITSM. Then when we got to 3, you kind of matured the way that IT teams were working.
Right.
So then we said, let's extend that out into other teams. Let's see how we can take those IT practices or those efficient practices that IT teams are doing and put it across the rest of the teams. That is something that even Atlassian really believes in. Atlassian's core fundamental is getting teams to work faster.
Okay.
How getting teams to be high velocity, which means let's get all teams, whether it's HR, finance, it could be security. Let's get all teams to work just as agile as IT teams work, and that is what enterprise service management is, and that is what JSM does.
Right. So, how do you see the adoption of these in the CIO community or in this, in the large organization? Be it, today in the roundtable we have seen CIOs from healthcare, from Fortis, and they were there. So, how you really see how different organizations really react to the ITSM, and where are they really? Where you see the challenges and the opportunities for Atlassian?
So I think here, like I said, there are different stages or different speeds that every company adopts. In certain horizontals, some companies will adopt faster. There are always front runners and always laggards.
Right.
So every vertical has that. You could have a banking customer who's very very technologically advanced, and a lot of teams are agile with them. But you could also have a bank that still uses Excel sheets to add and to pass checks.
Right.
So it could be. It depends on the leadership. Now, if the leadership says, yes, I do understand the value of agility and I want my teams to start working well, that is where it starts working for them.
Right.
So coming to today's roundtable, there were a lot of customers from different companies like, say, for example, Indoglobe, who are very advanced in their technology, in their journey, but they still have legacy systems that they're dealing with.
Correct.
And there are some customers who are in healthcare who are also somewhere in between. And there are some who are in manufacturing who are at the bottom most of the thing.
Yes.
But everybody wants to get there, and they also realize that they need to get there as quickly as possible. Automation helps them get there, but they need something else, which is what we can do with service management.
Right. And also my last question with respect to the, the Indian ecosystem which are there, we have a lot of now DPDP is there, the data protection, data privacy. So how you really see how this really going to change, and how you see Atlassian, is it really becoming an important market? India is an important market for Atlassian as the scenario is.
It's a two-part thing. Yes, data privacy and data protection is something that everyone sees as core, and everybody values their own data. What we're doing is we have got certain. When we look at Atlassian in the cloud, it was not there in India till now, but with the announcements that came out a couple of weeks back, data residency is coming to India, which also means that a lot of the customers will have the ability to manage their data in region, which also means a lot of banks and healthcare and public sector units who previously couldn't look at our cloud options can look at it now. And what our cloud does is it makes you work a lot faster. You're not supporting legacy systems. Everything is taken care of by Atlassian. So your agility starts moving up a lot faster. Your ability to move from point A to point B gets a lot better. So that is what we would be looking at from a data protection point of view.
My last question is about your partnership with InReap. So, how you really see how they are helping you, and how you see the overall, the ecosystem, be it channel or customer, how they are evolving in it, and how it is really, evolving for the Atlassian overall in terms of business.
So, and Indeep has been one of our platinum partners for quite some time. In fact, they're probably one of the oldest partners that Atlassian has. They've been around for more than a decade, and they've grown technically and as a sales organization for the last 10 years. They've really started moving their momentum much more over the last couple of years and gone to becoming one of the biggest partners for Atlassian in the region. They've expanded into Singapore and Middle East, and they started growing quite well there. So I would say there's a lot of focus on entry with Atlassian from our side, and we expect a lot of big things from them.
Right. Okay.